Local representatives are heading back to Albany tomorrow in the wake of a federal investigation into the Cuomo administration for their handling of COVID-19 deaths at nursing homes. News Channel 9's Madison Moore spoke with members on both sides of the aisle to see how they're taking action.
Regardless of being on opposite sides of the political spectrum, Assembly Minority Leader Will Barclay and State Senator Rachel May agree on one thing: revoking some of Governor Cuomo's emergency powers.
I think what we could do right off the bat is just do a clean repeal of the powers that were granted to the governor last year.
So I am in favor of curtailing the extraordinary powers we gave him, and I do think it's time for us to revisit that, whether it's we take them all away together or we create an oversight system for the legislature to make sure that we have a voice in that. I think that's appropriate.
But when it comes to an investigation, Senator May believes that should be handled by the federal government.
I trust the Biden administration to run a fair investigation if they're going to do one, and it would be good to get to the bottom of it because we need to be able to trust our government officials, and especially during a pandemic.
While Assemblyman Barclay thinks the state legislature needs to act now.
I don't think the legislature needs us to stand still and hope that they come out with an investigation. Those investigations can take a long time. And if there was criminality, I think the families, I know the legislature and New York citizens think there ought to be accountability.
Barclay also advocating to take it a step further with an impeachment commission, something May doesn't think is needed. But the first step, examining those emergency powers granted to the governor. In Syracuse, Madison Moore, News Channel 9.
Madison, thank you. So what exactly are the emergency powers granted to the governor? The governor already had the power to suspend some laws or regulations through executive orders. They expanded powers granted in March of 2020 that also gave the governor the power to issue affirmative directives, such as the power to close schools, restrict sports, and create the color-coded zones with different levels of restrictions. The law enabling the expanded emergency powers expires April 30th.